And we're recording. So thanks for having me here. I know I don't need a PA system or a microphone. My name's Gary Kleiman, and I've been practicing martial arts since 1973. I'll do a brief bio. I started Taekwondo. I learned how to practice, but I wasn't very good at it. I left it a year and a half, and I switched to Tai Chi, and then I learned what to practice. And I was the best in the school. So from all the practices, which I learned, and I learned Qigong and Neigong after the school closed from my teacher in his living room, I realized that nobody was going to learn like me. One thing at a time, forever. It took me 4 years to go through the whole thing. It would take a normal person 20. So I organized everything into what are called subsets. So I organized the Qigong separately, and 16 years later I organized the Neigong separately. So everything is broken down. If you look in the outline of the Neigong Bible, which if you email me, I'll send you a copy of the chapter 1. It's got everything laid out in the order that it was taught. So what happened in '83, I realized everybody that was teaching Qigong in 1983 it was a waste of time. So I thought about it, and I got inspired, and I created my system, and I taught it. The first time I taught it is the same way that I recorded it in '93, and I got it right. In '99, people were asking me for more material, bigger material, and in 1999 I created my Neigong program called Mind Light Neigong, which is that book, the Neigong Bible. And from then, everybody was practicing my stuff all over the place. And I only had one competitor in the world, John Chang, and he died a couple years ago. Today I heard he was 95. When I heard he died, he was supposed to be 83. You know, who knows? He's in Indonesia. Anybody gone to Indonesia lately? No, it doesn't happen. So when you learn my stuff, you learn it in exactly the same sequence that I created it to teach. I'm not teaching the way I learned because no one will ever do it. Everybody will drop out in the second month. So what happens is you cultivate energy, you suck it into your inside Dan Chen and what I call the stick man, and you store it. So you suck it in and you don't let it out, and you suck it in and you don't let it out, and then you keep sucking it in and not letting it out, and it changes you. That's in the Qigong. You learn that on lesson 1 instead of a year and a half into Tai Chi. Lesson 1. So I'm the guy that's famous for teaching condensing breathing. Nobody in America teaches condensing breathing unless they learn it from me. So when you practice Qigong, you suck energy in. It's not about calming down. Everybody else, all the other teachers, they talk about calm down, relax, take it easy. I think you know how to do that by yourself. You don't need me for that. This is about sucking it in, storing it, and becoming, the word used to be aggressive, and it was a dirty word. Oh no, aggressive's bad. Aggressive is great. So when you practice, you become more and more alive. And in 1987, I created the treatment, which at the time was called Transfer Power. That's what it was called. But one of my guys was standing behind me while I was talking on the phone in the early 90s, and he said, "Sounds like emotional liposuction." And it was right. I took the name, and ever since then, I was written up in the Sun-Times. I do have the article with me. I'll give it out. I picked up 1,000 patients in one day. I was busy for 3 years. I was working till midnight, starting at 10 in the morning. I didn't know how to organize this kind of influx. Now I do it in 15-minute increments. At that time, it was an hour. If somebody was going to miss their appointment and they knew it, they'd call me, and somebody else would say, "Oh, please, if somebody cancels, let me know. I'll take their spot." I haven't seen that since 2006. I mean, that never happens. There isn't anybody that has it. But when you practice Qigong, you become more than you are. Period. Gives you control of your habits, gives you control of your thoughts, gives you control of your energy. You plug the holes, you don't waste and waste and waste. You stop. So now, come up here. He's my most recent victim as of yesterday.
Here we go.
Up here, how long your treatment take? 6 minutes. Stand here. All right. Tell them how you're doing.
I told him earlier, you know, more relaxed.
Speak up. You're on recording.
More relaxed. You know, feeling great, feeling good. Thanks to this man here.
No
So you're not pissed off anymore.
No anger. I'm cool, calm, relaxing. You know, shooting the breeze.
Feel like you lost 100 pounds?
Yeah. You feel real light afterward. You know, feel real light.
This is what everybody says. He's not special. But taking that shower the first time was kind of shocking, wasn't it? You didn't know what that feeling was. There's water on my spot. All right, so when I do the treatment, what I do is I take my energy, which I'll show you what Neigong and condensing breathing looks like. So what I'm doing is I'm sucking into what's called the stick band, the line in the center and the arms and the legs. And I'm storing it in dantian, 3 inches below your navel and 2 inches in. Everybody does this. This is on my website. This is on my YouTube channel. This is the big secret. It's not a secret anymore. So when you suck energy in, you store it. And you get more. And you suck more in, and you get more. And you suck more in, and you get more. Now with all this virus crap that's going on, and everybody's afraid of their own shadow, and they can't shake hands, or they're going to elbow. If you practice, and you heat your core, viruses can't live in you if you're hot.
That's right.
So you practice. So yeah. And when you get hot, you don't take your shirt off because you want to cool down. You suck the heat in and store it. I only wore a coat 2 times this year and 2 times last year. Well, it was 20 below zero. Okay. 40 is nothing. 20 is nothing. 0 is nothing. 20 below 0 is something. Right there, I do have my limit. But because you have an immune system, and you got to take nascent iodine also, because we're all iodine deficient. You need your iodine, and not from salt. They took that out a long time ago. There are a handful of things that everybody needs. If you don't have it, you're in trouble. It takes longer on some. Genetics, habits, general health. You know, every man in my family died before they were 52 years old. I had a heart condition which I was born with, and I had it fixed when I was 57. And that was it. It was over. So when you suck in, condense, you don't do anything on the exhale. You just suck in. The step-by-step version of this is on my YouTube channel. Just Google condensing breathing, climbing, and you'll find it. It's also on my website. So everybody that practices my stuff starts sweating in it. The kind of sweat that comes out when you practice is like oily sweat. It's like you're losing goo. All right, so how does that relate to the treatment? Well, there's a long story. I'll give you the short one. I was doing a seminar in Portland, Oregon, and I had everybody ready for something to happen. It was my first weekend workshop ever. Before that, I was teaching 10 sessions. So I asked for volunteers, and everybody volunteered, and I found anger, rage, fear, guilt, and abandonment. Now, so when I'm poking somebody on their anger spot, I said, is that rage? Oh no, that's not rage, that's anger. Then I poked their rage spot. Is that age? Is that anger? No, no, that's rage. But everybody was saying the same thing. So when I came home after I did this incredible, weird workshop, I told my commodity trader clients about what happened, and every one of them said, cool, do it to me. Basically, I've been doing it ever since. So, volunteer number 1. So, I usually have them fill out the forms. I don't care. Take your shoes off. You take your shoes off so I don't get heel holes in my table.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. All right, I don't know how low the camera got. I will bring it down. That should do it. So I've done this over 10,000 times. All right, head here, face up. So the first thing I do is I touch the spots. I always stay in the same order, nothing ever changes. If it hurts, you have it. If it doesn't hurt, you don't have it. And if it hurts, it really hurts. Not like, oh, it feels a little uncomfortable. No, it doesn't hurt. That's anguish. That's sorrow. Yeah, she's got it. She's holding on to it. This is abandonment. This is anger. This is rage. She's just making faces, not screaming. We'll get there. Here's fear. Here's fear. I haven't seen fear in 8 years. Here's guilt. And this, you feel like you're suffocating? Yeah, this is bitterness. Self-hatred. Bitterness is responsible for every bad decision you ever made. Even if you made them on purpose. You know, wrong trick, crazy guy, whatever it is, bitterness said yes. So, give me the orange ring and open that bag. Give me a washcloth. They're all double washed. More exercise than you had in a couple weeks.
Hey, while I'm here.
All right, say ah. I put this in your mouth to cover your nose so I don't get a staph infection. And how do you get a staph infection? When a booger flies out of her nose and hits me in the face. It's happened 3 times. And it's worse than wrestler's rash. All right. Say ah, clamp down, and we cover her nose. You hold on to this. Why does she hold this?
So she won't grab one.
So she don't grab me, both hands. All right, so the first one was abandonment. Now the noise that comes out sounds like a coyote howling, but it feels like a blowtorch. You can make noise. It'll come out. If you've been stepped on so many times, you don't think you're allowed to make any noise when the shit hurts. How long do I do it? Until it stops hurting. Now what happens with this? It leaves her and enters me. So I suck it up. I'm like the human vacuum cleaner. And she's going to be a quiet one probably until I get to anger and rage. It's hard to be quiet with anger and rage. And it burns a lot. Does it hurt less yet? No, we're not there yet. And I'm not on a button, I'm not on a cross. Now does it hurt less? All right, that one's done. How do I know? Because she said so and I felt it go. So what does it feel like to me? It feels like a balloon giraffe neck at a kid's birthday party where it goes. In the beginning, the very beginning, it used to just go and it would get everybody in the room. That don't happen anymore. All right, next. My next trick will be anger. It's a growl. It sounds like a dog. It starts laughing, but it changes pretty quickly, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
All right, it's a growl. Push it out. She's been told to shut up way too many times. Better? All right. That's anger. And we go to rage, which is no. So what's the difference between anger and rage? Anybody know? Well, anger is newer. Rage is older. So anger and rage is fuck you energy. That you're mad and you're going to stay mad and nothing you say or do is going to make me any less mad. That's where I fit in. Push it out. Not so bad? All right, not so bad. Now this one, halfway between the belly button and the xiphoid process. If I do this and it's terrible, it's bitterness. So bend your knees and away we go. I know it feels like you're suffocating, but since everybody can talk while I'm doing it, I don't think they're suffocating. And this is fuck me energy. You want me to take the bad job? Okay, I'll take the bad job. You want me to pick the wrong guy? Okay, the wrong guy. Most of my treatments take 4 minutes, 7 minutes, once in a while, 45 minutes, but that's really rare. It used to be 45 minutes a lot. How's that? Done.
Any age differentiation?
Age means nothing. I've done 90-year-olds. The youngest I ever did was a 4-month-old.
Wow. So what do you do with the release it from you?
I just put my hands in running water or pointed at somebody.
So does it get rid of whatever she
Yes, go on.
So she's not going to ever feel that again?
Next time she gets really pissed off, you don't have to get pissed off anymore. Shoes off.
Okay. I start crying now.
No, you can cry in a little while.
So
Very much.
how many points are there? How many sections?
8. I've got brochure. Well, if you look at the chart in my Nagon Bible.
Okay.
Okay. All right, let's move on.
Bye-bye.
All right. Face up.
Thanks again, Master Carter.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
Don't tell me, tell everybody else.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, so here.
You might be screaming.
No, doesn't hurt. Anguish. No, doesn't hurt. Sorrow. Does that mean people don't have that? No, every once in a while I get one, but I always get this. It's abandonment. Or disappointment. Sucks, doesn't it? Feels like a blowtorch. All right, here. Anger. And if you look at his face, you can tell.
Thank you.
Bye.
Here.
Talk to that Cal.
Rage. So the big four that everybody has lately, the last 20 years at least, is abandonment, anger, rage, and bitterness. Does that mean I won't find sorrow? Yeah. But I haven't found fear in like 8 years. This is rage. Old anger. Here. No, this is guilt. And here, you feel like you're suffocating? This is bitterness.
Yes.
Self-hatred. This is fuck me energy. So, now comes the fun part. Take your teeth out. Say, clamp down. All right, hold this. That's so you don't grab me. Hold the other. Yeah, there you go. All right. So, right here. Oh, he's going to sound like a coyote. Or James Brown in a coyote.
Oh my God.
And then it leaves. How's that? Not so bad, huh? All right, next is anger. You're my next victim. This is anger, and it's going to be a growl. Push it out. Bad dog. Not yet. We're getting there. Age doesn't mean anything. I've done this on 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds. How's that? Gone? Not yet. Who's scared? I thought you said all these people were not afraid of anything. I guess I'm not everything. Push it out. How's that? All right, I got a nod. All right, now this is old anger. This is rage. How do you live with this? And everybody lives with it. Push it out. So I actually go inside, grab it, and pull it out. How's that? All right, next. Much better. My next trick is bitterness. Self-hatred. So, when I do this, and it feels like it's the most terrible thing in the world, that's all it is. All right, here we go. Bend your knees. And push it out.
Why do you go so far in?
I have to get it. Then when I'm done doing it this way, I go in and I go. And this one was discovered on me. I had my friend stick his elbow. I said, stick your elbow in my stomach. He stuck his elbow in and I saw my grandmother's face. And he said, what does she represent? Bitterness! She was the most miserable woman on the planet. She wasn't happy unless everybody else was angry about something. Push it out. Now when I do this, he feels me in there going. And 2 in a row is terrible. Push it out.
I told you it was no joke, right? Okay, all right.
You're done.
Oh my God.
It's a good day to breathe.
Stay there for a second.
I don't know what's going to happen, but I love that.
Yeah, right?
All right, up. Yeah.
You feel 50 pounds lighter?
How do you
Back
feel?
once soon as you wait.
He feels more than 50 pounds.
Watch him stand
All right, tell him how you feel. Stand up and make sure you don't fall.
He trying to get away from you.
Feel relieved.
Light.
Yeah, lightness. Lightness of being is a relief of the Is the energy, it's just like a lifting up.
Like you're not pissed off anymore.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
And that's what happens. Every time I treat with emotional liposuction, it looks like this. Is it terrible? But it was like 5 minutes.
Seemed like it 3 years.
It's like being married.
You don't play the blues in the office while you're doing
No,
treatment?
I need my equipment.
Oh.
Do they sing the blues? Yeah, they do.
Well, which was your longest treatment? You said about 45 minutes?
Some are long, but I haven't had a long one in, a long time.
Like yours was almost like 15, 18 minutes compared to hers like 4 minutes.
Yeah. I got a little more build up, I guess.
Yeah.
But it varies, it's going to vary for everybody.
And it's always different.
Yeah.
Any questions?
How often do you need to get this
Once?
done?
In your life?
Yes,
Well,
until shit hits the fan again. But the difference between before my treatment and after my treatment is after my treatment, you go back to zero. So you're not pissed off because of what happened when you were 6 months old. There are people that are mad in here for what happened long before they have any memory of it.
Wow.
That's normal.
yeah, it's true. I feel emotionally lighter. Yeah, emotionally lighter.
Question?
How much?
$250. One time. People fly to see me, or if they live here, and I have an office in Cicero, and I also I treat out of my house in Tinley Park.
You don't have the one in up north Chicago anymore?
No, I can't figure, you mean,
When I met you, it was like years ago, we went, it was up
Pulaski?
I think so.
No, that was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I treat people, and people call me all the time, and, with my Cicero off, well, I'll treat anybody at any time as long as it's not before 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, because I work out all day.
Do you teach the breathing?
I have it on video. I don't have to teach it ever
Oh,
since
just
I
on
recorded it in
video.
1993. I got it right in 83. When I recorded it, I got it right in the studio. It was word for word the same. And then when I converted it to DVD, I converted my VHS tapes. Didn't have to re-record everything. I had a student in Delaware who knew how to do that stuff. In '99, none of us knew how to do that stuff.
Right.
I don't know how to do it now. So everything's on DVD, or actually when people order my videos now, I don't even send DVDs. It's digital download on an email. So you double click a zip folder, a zip file, and you wait an hour or two until it opens. That's weird. What's next?
If we wanted
I never
DVD,
thought that was going to happen. What?
If we wanted DVD, could we get it?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay.
So my Qigong video is called Tidal Wave Qigong. I sell it for $800. It's the same price I sold it 20 years ago. Before that it was $695 since 93 when I created it. And then, the Neigong is $3,450. That includes the Neigong Bible. But if you buy the Qigong first, I'll give you a $500 discount off of that. But everybody has to start with Qigong anyway. You can't start with Neigong. And since then, 4 years ago, I created a new program called 5-Element Constitutional Neigong, which apparently nobody can do unless they've gone through my Qigong and Neigong first anyway. So, so everybody starts with Qigong, and I've got sample clips on email. If you email me, my website is qigong.com. I got my cards. I don't put email addresses on cards because then what? You switch to Google, and next thing you know, I got a magic marker out, 10,000 cards. It's stupid. Any questions?
One more volunteer?
Yes. No.
No. More than that.
So, My website's qigong.com. My cell phone number is 312-446-8218. It's on the cards. If you want to see me, call me, text me. I don't think she's ready. I think she's terrified.
No, I'm not terrified.
You're not terrified?
I'm a bit nervous, but I'm not
All right, come
terrified. I got the emotional baggage I can let go.
What?
It's on the bottom. Yeah, CHIKUNG.
All right, so,
Oh, okay.
anguish? No. Yes, she's got sorrow. Look at that face. Abandonment? Yes. Anger? Yes. Rage? Yes. No fear. No guilt. Oh! Bitterness. So she's got the big four plus sorrow. Handkerchief, please. Give me a clean one. All right, thank you very much. You hold this. Let's see, you don't dig your nails into my arm.
You need that
I've had that. Say ah. Clamp down, we cover your nose so I don't get any boogers in my face. Push it out. This is sorrow. This one goes really fast. Gone? All right, next. Abandonment. Oh, yeah, this is the coyote noise. Push it out. Done? All right, abandonment's gone. This is fuck you energy. Anger. Does it hurt? So how long does it take? As long as it takes. It's not taking longer because it's not taking longer because of volume. It's not taking longer because she's trying to hold on to it. All those bullshit answers that you have running around in your head. Oh, if it was me, it wouldn't be so bad. None of it means anything. People say, I've been working on my anger a long time. I shouldn't have any. Ah! Every Reiki master I ever treated, I'm very calm. Ah! Push it out. And she's not yelling at me. Keep it going.
Mount Shasta in June. I suggest getting this done before you come. So you can bring in the energies of the mountains.
Done?
Yes.
Next.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, rage.
Oh God. Ow! Ow! Oh! Ow! 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 Oh God. Oh. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh my God. Okay.
You don't have to take shit anymore. It's over.
Oh.
So I suck it out. I go in and I go. Next, bitterness. Bend your knees. Ew, here we go.
Ah. Oh.
Done. Tell them how you're feeling.
I feel relieved, a little tired,
Light.
out of breath. Ooh, pretty good though. Thank you.
Don't be afraid again.
Oh, nice.
There you
There you go.
And if you pussy out, it's going to be all over the internet. Shoes off.
Get hooked up. I'm gonna watch you scream.
Oh, believe me, I'm trying to scream.
I'm joking, brother.
Slide down a little. So, same thing. Touch the spots. No. No. Yeah. That's a bad one. You're gonna sing like a girl. You're gonna sound like Eddie Kendricks, yes. Anger. Rage. Nope, no fear. I never see fear. No guilt. Can you breathe? Yeah. All right, you don't have bitterness. So he's got abandonment, anger, and rage. So yeah, clamp. Hold the ring. Let's say don't grab me. All right, push it out. It's abandonment or disappointment. You might want to cancel that sex change operation. Push it out. And it's over. Next, anger.
Okay, keep taking that.
You're done.
Oh my God.
How you going, big fella?
Good day to breathe.
Come on, tell a joke, I dare you. How's that? Thank you.
I play the blues for you.
So my website is qigong.com, spelled C-H-I-K-U-N-G. You're welcome. My cell phone is 312-446-8218. And I'll work every day.
So you work on the.
You got a bad knee? Come here.
No. I was just, there was a question.
Yeah, I do mechanical stuff too. I mean, nobody flies in to see me for low backache. But let me explain what low backache might actually be. If you've been to a chiropractor or two chiropractors, or you've been for physical therapy, or some doctor has you taking pills, and that shit never helped you, which is real common,
How about the surgery?
then guess what? It's not mechanical. When I take this stuff out of people, their body aches and pains and bad knees and low back and shoulder pain and stiff back and disappears.
Okay, I need some pain in my knee.
Knees are easy. Come here. I've treated everything. Sit here, face me. I'm going to use my hand. All right, which knee? What's it feel like? How long?
Oh my God, wow.
20 years, all right. I actually created a tool for this. I carry it with me. It looks like a nail, feels like a nail. Damn, it's a nail. But I would be doing the same thing I'm doing with my fingers. And this don't hurt. Compared to this?
Ideally,
It's up there.
well, you can pull it off. You're gonna need some more double-sided tape.
Under my knife.
Oh, you got mine. Don't need that.
Doesn't everybody have a neck knife?
I see you back.
All right, try your knee. Well, if you could never do it before, you can't do it now.
Well, when I was 5.
Well, when I was 5, I could do all kinds of stuff. Yep, sit out.
Oh, yeah. I went through that.
Which knee? Which is worse? All right, part of it's because you're so fat. You're just putting so much pressure on that poor little joint. It doesn't know what the hell to do. I had a wheel come off my Peugeot going 70 miles an hour. Lefty in my left hand took it. For 6 months, I was holding the steering wheel. I couldn't open my hand.
And I couldn't forgot.
Yeah, what you call that? Depending on how much time we all got to.
So when I treat a knee or neck or shoulder, I'm using my vibration. It's not just the right points.
I don't have any, but
Tell them, not me.
How do you feel? Oh, okay.
All right, and damn near gone.
look like
He's going to be the one-legged karate kid now. What's wrong with you?
I know, right?
You don't hurt enough.
No, it's rotated.
What's this one? You give neck pain. You don't have Okay, low back, watch this.
I hang up on my head.
What are you doing now?
Thank you, we'll take it.
Here, just so y'all know, after her, we all had her together. So if you got junk and stuff, start cleaning up, throw it away, all that stuff.
Yes. Now this is low back pain ever since pregnancy, delivery. Face down.
That's it. Okay.
I got the expensive one with the armrest. All right, where's it hurt? Middle? All right, so when you get pregnant and you get big, your pelvis tips out because your stomach is falling forward, so your sacrum has to tip backwards or you just fall forward. And when that happens, your neck also goes forward because when this goes backward, the neck goes forward to counterbalance. So I don't know what's wrong with her back, and I don't care what's wrong with her back. I'm going to fix it anyway. But it's not just here, it's up here. Inhale, exhale, blow the air out, blow it out, blow it out, blow it out.
You like a nap?
No, not like a nap pad.
You push down like a nap.
No, I push Napa pads.
I know, they work.
They got busted in the early 90s. They had to go back to school for 2 more years. Some of them stayed Napa pads. Most of them became chiropractors. I was around when that happened. My acupuncture teacher was a Napa pad, as well as being my acupuncture teacher. All right, now we're going to see which pelvis is high or low. This one's low. That means the base of her sacrum is turned this way. This is the high side, so I have to raise the low side. I'm going to hit you with my fist right here 1 time. Then I stretch out the low back. Now, when she stands up, you're done. Tell them!
I feel great. Well,
It's over.
That's what's up. Okay. For everybody who participated, give me a hand.
All right, thank you very much.
I fell on my head, so I could use that killer imaging.
Can you do a quick neck, please?
You don't know if you need a quick neck. Wait to see what happens.
Okay. Everybody.
I can't take the head off.
When did you fall? Sit over here.
Lay down.
No, just move over.
I got it.
Okay. Where's your head?
Right here.
Where you park?
Right down. Pretty much go out with that. Right. Where'd you park? Where you go to the store?
Yeah, I'm parked. What part of it? No,
I'll walk with you.
I'll walk with your car.
It's done. Yep.
Oh,
This ain't something?
you know, one of your masks.
Did I think about